the mentality right now, Kody? Coming off a tough loss, it's never easy. You guys have been through it before. What do you see from the guys?
I'm looking so inward right now. I have to play extremely better. I'll take a lot of accountability for the struggles that we had in TCU. I let Coach Fessy, Coach A-Rod know that instantly. I have to play better. Me personally, I think with me playing better and giving more effort and being a little more detailed, it can spread throughout the offense and it can spread through my group, spread throughout the team. So I'm looking inwardly and trying to focus on how I can be a leader on the field, how I can set the tone, and how I can make efficient plays and be as efficient as I can in the run game, so that we can play really well.
Do you see a lot of guys kind of taking that same, hey, personal accountability, I need to step up like you're talking about? Is that kind of what you're seeing from a lot of the players?
Yeah, definitely. I think the maturity of this team, a lot of dudes, Keaton especially, is a guy that's been around the block, played in a lot of big games, played and seen a lot of different football, and he's made a lot of mistakes. He's made a lot of great plays. So, just starting with him and then having a trickle-down effect on our side of the ball is just a bunch of dudes that's been around the block and have played a lot that are definitely looking inward. And our coaches always come into meetings and they take a lot of responsibility when we're not as successful as we want to be. But this group, definitely, we've talked together without our coaches and just made sure that everybody knows we can be more accountable and we can do things that can mold and sculpt the offense, which we know we can.
You guys last week, obviously, you got to return to action. Are you feeling 100% physically finally?
Yes, I feel really good. I feel like I'm back. I'm back in my mojo. Now it's just about getting the jitters out, and now it's about just playing fast and being confident in my preparation, whether that's film, whether that's the reps that I'm doing out here, and just feeling the game.
Kalani earlier in the week was asked about the month of October last year. Things spiraled a little bit for this team, and he was asked the question, what makes you feel confident you guys can avoid a similar type spiral this year? What's your thought?
I think I can't speak for everybody's mindset on the team, but I know my mindset is kind of we're all on the same page, which is, like I said, just everybody take accountability. Everybody take, ownership of the parts that we know in our individual selves that we messed up, and they'll trickle through the offense.
What do you expect from?
I'm just curious, do you think this team is better equipped to handle, some adversity early in October than it was last year?
I don't know the discrepancies between this team or last year's team on an adverse standpoint. But I know I watched film today. I was on the team last year, and I was a big part of that spiraling down. There was a play in the Notre Dame game, first down, we're backed up on our own 12-yard line. I don't pick the right guy, and I get too far down the field, and Jaron gets it wasn't on 12. It was like on the 6 or 4 yard line, and we get a safety. I had another play call where I needed to win my route so we could push the ball down the field, and I didn't get that. It was a play in Arkansas where it was a third down call. We were still in the game. I think it was late in the third quarter where we got the coverage that we wanted to. A-Rod called a specific play to where I would hit the middle of the defense, and I didn't see the signal properly, and I ran the wrong route. So I was on that team last year, and I think just guys coming over now, we've been through that. I'm just speaking on my behalf, but it's a bunch of guys that have been through that, and I think that the guys that have been through that and the guys that have transferred in and been through that, we can deal with adverse situations. So,
what do you see from Tech on film?
Great football team. Great football team. A lot of length on the back end. Linebackers fly around. The front, the D linemen are pretty hefty, pretty physical, and they rally to the football. So we're going to have to come with our A game, and we're going to have to no game is perfect. No team plays a game perfect, but we can always have perfect effort, and we can always give it our best shot and give it everything that we have, and the results will take care of themselves.
How big of a boost is LaVell Edwards Stadium in your mind for you guys as a team?
I mean, this is going to be my first time actually getting to play in our home stadium this season, so I think it's going to be something, that I'll feel in my bones with the crowd behind me, my family behind me. So I think for me it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be pretty fun, and going to be I want to feel that vibration behind me when I'm playing.
Kody, let's talk a little third downs, because third downs is big against TCU. You weren't able to convert as many as you guys want. Obviously, you can't convert all of them.
Yeah.
What's the key on third down to be more successful and be able to keep those drives alive?
Kody Epps has to be much more decisive. Kody Epps has to come out and play with intensity. Kody Epps has to make sure that he's in the right spot so that he can do his part, which will have a trickle effect. amongst the offense. So that's what I'm looking forward to in this game, is just making sure that I do my part so that we can get to third and short and we can get to third and medium. And then if we do get a third and long situation, when we call the play up, I can do my part so we can execute.
How much power do you feel that I'm saying this? I'm sure you've been saying it to yourself, ever since the game or
Yeah.
whatever. But how empowering is it to like take it and say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do"?
So battling injuries this season, battling injuries in my career, the most frustrating part is like we talk about adversity and we talk about when the cards are dealt and they don't fall in the favor that you want them to, what are you going to do about it? So that's the biggest thing and the biggest mindset that I have right now. I haven't been doing a great job of it just because I get so frustrated because I want to do everything the right way and I want to be on top of things. But I think just coming into it, if I can give my best effort and I can be very precise on the details, I can empower myself. And like I said, like I keep saying, it's going to trickle to the rest of the guys. So,
Hey,
yeah.
Thanks, Kody.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.